Okay, we're trying this a third time. Third time is the charm. The first time I started cutting open the tape and I realized that I was flashing the entire internet my address. The second time, the top that I was wearing, I noticed that I was flashing the entire internet my cleavage. So this is third time's the charm. I am unboxing my Dramatically Ever After ARCs, so I'm really excited. And you are not getting a cool outfit, you are getting me in a kitty top and Hello Kitty pants. So yeah, I kind of gave up on the whole looking really cool thing about, 1 minute into the cleavage situation. So yeah, next time check when you're sitting at an angle and talking to people and bending over to read stuff, and bending over to try to open boxes and stuff like that. So anyway, I am so excited because when I got my first book ever, that was Bookishly Ever After, the books had been mistakenly shipped to my parents' house. So I didn't have the cool unboxing moment because it happened to be at my parents' house and my sister was over with her kids for family dinner, and I was there for family dinner as well. And you know, there's all this chaos of, I think she was 1 at the time, 1.5. And no, she was 2. All this chaos of an almost 2-year-old and a almost 4-year-old running around the house screaming. My toddler niece grabbed the first copy that came out of the box. She grabbed my copy of Bookishly and started running around with the ARC, and then there's everybody chasing her, and there's just a hilarious video of that, which is really cute, gave some great memories, but it's kind of nice to be able to have this unboxing moment and share it with you guys. So getting ready to unbox the Dramatically ARCs, and so I'm going to be smart, trying not to flash the address. Woo! Okay, there we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yellow, I see yellow. Drop the box on the floor, so you guys don't need to have a big box on my lap. Instead, you get more Hello Kitty pens. Anyway, Dramatically, it's so pretty. Oh, it's soft. It's really soft. It's soft, just like the Bookishly ones. And I have seen this cover a lot of times, but I don't think I ever saw the chair detail. Huh, it's cool. Here, see, it's so pretty. It says advanced reader copy right there. Really, really, really pretty ARC. I'm kind of excited because I had seen these on the screen. Excited to share with you chapter headers. I love the chapter headers. They are very, very so there's a lot of social media interaction because Emma's up in Boston. So there's a lot of social media interaction. So the little talk bubbles were just absolutely perfect for this. When they showed me this, I was like, oh my God, I get talk bubbles. So anyway, I'm going to pause. I'm going to pull out an excerpt from here. And then I'm going to read it aloud for you guys, okay? See you in a second. It is so soft. It's really soft. It's pretty. I swear it looks like she has Louboutins on, doesn't she? With the little red underneath. And I know that I saw when I saw the cover. I'm just kind of like a little obsessed with that, which is awesome because if anything, if she has Louboutins on, that means she borrowed them from Grace or her mom, or Grace's mom, not her mom, Em's mom. Doesn't own Louboutins, I don't think, but definitely Grace's mom. Anyway, the excerpt I picked for this is right at the beginning. It's right when they found out they're going to be representing New Jersey in this competition, and the local media have come to interview Em and Chris. So right now they've got a photographer on site and a reporter on site at the school, asking them questions, posing them, and stuff like that. So here we go. Let's see. Considering you're both state winners, it would be nice to showcase the two of you together, the photographer said. Especially since the two of you seem to get along so well. That'll make for a great story, the reporter added with a smile as the photographer squinted at the position of the sun and the school's covered entryway, camera up as if he was checking his next possible shots. Em and I have been in school together since kindergarten. It's awesome that we both get to represent our state like this, Chris said before I could answer. His response as polished as the overpriced watch on his wrist. I love that. Mind if I quote you? While the reporter and Chris chatted, the photographer started moving us around, positioning us back to back and saying, okay, now cross your arms. I followed his instructions, posing like a pro since this super cliche position was used in promo photos for practically every play or musical that involved a rivalry. While the photographer clicked away, the reporter had propped her cell phone on her notepad and was scribbling notes while shooting questions our way. How does it feel knowing you have to compete against one of your classmates? Technically, we already competed for state, I pointed out. Not really, considering we only compete against our own genders on the state level. You haven't gone against me yet, Chris pointed out, turning his head to smile down at me. It was the same smile he turned on every time he was trying to get something out of someone. Even though I knew it was all for the cameras, I wasn't totally immune and had to catch myself as my own smile softened more than it should. Chris scrunched his nose and twitched his eyebrow up at the slightest amount in a smug look before turning to grin at the camera again. I think it's going to be fun. I still haven't heard M's speech, but you know Pine Central students are the best at everything we try. I let the photographer move me around, this time arranging my hand on my hip and linking Chris's arm through mine while we were still mostly back to back. While he told us to look at each other, I met Chris's eyes. When he told us to look at each other, I met Chris's eyes with a challenging smile of my own and said, in a voice that would give Glinda the Good Witch a run for her money, "And we're also super competitive. I can't wait to kick Chris's butt when we get to Boston." At the flicker of surprise in his eyes that I wasn't going to play the perfect PR game he'd been playing, I added, "It's definitely going to be a lot of fun." We stared each other down, and neither of us noticed when the photographer had stopped taking pictures. "That's the shot," he said, stopping to flip back through the images on his camera and pointing out one to the journalists, then turning the camera to show us. "You're both really photogenic. You look great together." I untangled myself from Chris and stared at the screen, shifting uncomfortably at the story the image was projecting. The photographer had caught the moment between us when I'd basically told Chris I was going to crush him. But instead of looking like we were smiling while plotting each other's murder, it had a perfect combination of competition and fire. I didn't like the buzz it caused in my veins. We looked incredibly hot, and I didn't know a photo could lie so much. Beside me, Chris was also frowning at the picture. "I don't know. Don't we look a little—" "Perfect," the reporter cut him off with a smile. "We'll check the other pictures, but Kyle's right." She nodded at the photographer. "That's exactly what we need for this article. Two friends from the same school, fiercely pitted against each other in a national competition, but cheering each other on at the same time. I love it." "Okay," I said, not able to completely hide my unconvinced tone, and just barely heard Chris make a snorting sound he covered with a cough. For once, it sounded like we were in agreement about something. So, anyway, I will probably be doing some sort of art giveaway. I haven't figured it out yet because I didn't think it was actually going to show up today. They gave me a tracking number, and when I looked at it this morning and it said delivery today, I kind of panicked. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to do a video. I'm going to have to unbox. I'm going to be so excited. And it was really, really hard to focus at work towards the end of the day when I knew it was going to be here and doing this. So anyway, keep an eye out on either here on YouTube, or if I just put this embedded in one of the social media things, Twitter, my blog, wherever. Keep an eye out for the giveaway. We'll be doing one ARC giveaway. Okay, thanks. Bye.